I do not remember who gave my daughter the phone. Perhaps Mia found it abandoned after the school fete, a grubby plastic prize forgotten on a trestle table, or maybe she simply took it. It appeared one afternoon, clutched in her hand. It looked harmless enough. Garish pink plastic, oversized buttons, a receiver attached by a tight coil of wire. Harmless until the dial tone started. A thin, persistent electronic buzz emanated from its hollow core, a sound that had no right to exist in a toy lacking any battery compartment. Mia pressed the buttons with solemn concentration. Beep, beep, beep. The dial tone hummed again. She announced, "It works." I forced a smile. "That's lovely, Bug," I said. "Who are you calling?" But Mia was not pretending to have a conversation. She lifted the receiver to her ear, her face shifting into an expression of intense focus. Her eyes widened slightly. Then she lowered the phone. "Mama," she asked. "The phone man says he's downstairs. We live in a single-story house." I knew its bones like I knew my own. No cellar, no basement, not even a crawl space. "That's just pretend, sweetheart," I managed. The ritual became dreadful. Mia would lift the receiver, press any button. The impossible dial tone would buzz. Then a silence would fall. Mia's face would go still, absorbing words I strained to hear but could not. "He's downstairs," she'd state flatly. One gray afternoon, she shivered violently after listening. "He says it's cold down there, Mama. Really cold." A shiver traced its way down my own spine. One afternoon, I snatched the phone from her hands. The plastic felt unnaturally frigid. I hurled it into the kitchen bin. Mia screamed a wail, small fists pounding my legs with surprising force. Defeated, I retrieved the hateful thing from the bin. That night, I hid it properly. Wrapped in an old tea towel, shoved deep into the cold, dark recesses at the back of the linen closet. I locked the closet door. The next morning, Mia padded in, her hair sleep-tousled, pajamas rumpled, and clutched tightly in her small hand was the toy phone. My blood turned to ice. I whirled, stumbling towards the linen closet. The door was still locked. Inside, everything was undisturbed. The tea towel bundle was gone. "He missed us," she said. That day, I called Tom my brother. "Kids, Sar," he boomed down the line. "Remember Brutus? My invisible wolf?" His chuckle died when I did not join in. "This is not Brutus, Tom," I whispered. "She knows there's no downstairs." Silence crackled down the phone line. "Bring the bloody thing over," he said finally. Tom's apartment smelled of stale pizza and damp laundry. Mia proudly held out the phone for her uncle. She pressed a button. Beep, 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 dial tone. Silence. Relief washed over me. Tom, however, frowned, turning the inert plastic over in his large hands. Or maybe it only works. There, at the cottage. The drive home was filled with a thick, unspeakable dread. As I turned the key in the heavy oak door, a sound shattered the quiet, a shrill, mechanical R-I-I-I-I-I-N-G ripped from the toy in Mia's arms. Mia answered before I could move. "Aha," she murmured. She held the receiver out towards me. "He says you have to talk now, Mama." My lungs seized. I took the plastic receiver. My hand shook violently as I raised it to my ear. Static roared, not the white noise of a dead channel, but the rasp of countless dry leaves scouring ancient stone. Then beneath it came the voice. "Sarah," it said, "can you feel the cold seep up? Let me in, I am downstairs." The phone clattered from my nerveless fingers. Mia jumped, her eyes wide. We had to get out. Now. I swept Mia up and ran for the front door. I yanked the passenger door open, practically shoving Mia inside. "Stay there," I gasped, slamming her door and lunging for the driver's side. My hands shook so badly the key scraped metal before finding the ignition. I twisted it. Nothing. The engine was lifeless. A wave of cold washed over me then. It felt like icy fingers brushing the nape of my neck. We could not stay exposed out here. I ripped Mia back out of the car and sprinted back towards the cottage. I slammed the heavy oak door shut behind us and bolted it. I yanked curtains closed across every small window, plunging the cottage into premature twilight. Night crawled in. I huddled on the worn sofa, Mia curled tight against me. Exhaustion dragged me under into a fitful, nightmare-haunted sleep. I dreamed of roots forcing hairline cracks in the cottage's foundation stones. I dreamed of something patient, something older than the flint itself, uncurling in the absolute dark far below. I snapped awake, not from the dream, from the sound. scritch scratch under the floor, directly beneath the threadbare rug in front of the cold hearth. The sound of something hard and sharp dragging across solid rock. Scritch scratch, Mia slept on, her face peaceful in the gloom. I lay paralyzed, every muscle locked. I stared fixedly at the worn rug, the floorboards beneath it. The sound stopped. Then it rose. A low-frequency vibration that hummed in the marrow of my bones. The voice resonated with the crushing weight of strata, the groan of tectonic plates. "Sarah?" My breath stopped. The cottage itself seemed to hold its breath. There was only the heavy, waiting silence, and the terrible knowledge of what lay beneath.